Panther Nation. So as bleak as this week has been, there may be some silver lining for the future. Gentlemen, I come bearing some good news. After 5 painfully average years, Mike Shula is out as the offensive coordinator. I know, hold the applause. We'll get into that in a second. But first things first, let's take a look at what happened on Sunday. A game that could be summarized in one phrase: missed opportunities. Kalen Clay makes this touchdown catch, and it's a different game. We stop the Saints on 3rd and long, and it's a different game. Graham Gano makes the early 30-yard field goal, and it's a different game. Now, before the townspeople come to Gano's house with torches and pitchforks, let's take a second to remember he only missed a single kick all season, in 2 total. Not to mention, he later nailed a 60-yarder before the half. No kicker can make them all. But Gano has come pretty darn close. That being said, there were so many plays that could have changed the outcome of this game, which in itself is frustrating. But what's even more frustrating is the badly muffed calls late in the game. Now let's be clear, we could have and should have won despite these calls. But the fact of the matter is, these missed calls were our dagger. First, we have the Mike Adams interception on a Saints 4th and 2. If this interception is ruled an incomplete pass, we start the final drive on the 50-yard line instead of the 25. And well, you saw the clip for yourself. Genius call. Let's just say, if this was a receiver, it would almost certainly be ruled an incomplete catch, 99 out of 100 times. This could conceivably be the one, but it's not likely. More complete catches than this have been ruled incomplete. The ball was simply out before he had possession. But next, we have the call that really ended the game, and there was no ambiguity here. This was just a missed call that ended our season. Let's take a look.
Newton just throws it away with Cam Jordan all over him and a flag for grounding.
So on 2nd and 10, on the potential game-winning drive, Cam was forced out of the pocket and ended up throwing the ball away. That outside the pocket nugget will be important in a second. The yellow flag flew from the side judge and it was ruled intentional grounding. Now, let's brush up on our NFL rules a little bit. In order for the pass to be ruled intentional grounding, the QB has to be in the pocket or within the tackle box. If the quarterback rolls out enough to get his body outside of the offensive tackle's alignment, then he's considered out of the pocket. I'm just gonna drop this right here. This play resulted in a loss of 13 yards and a down, effectively bringing us to 3rd and 23. The fact that our season ended this way is frustrating, infuriating even. Our chances of winning this game jumps by about 70% had it not been for this curious call. But at the end of the day, that's out of our control. We shouldn't have been in that position in the first place. As crushing as those calls were, they could have been avoided had we scored points early on. Which brings us to now. After 5 years of predictable offensive play, offensive coordinator Mike Shula has been relieved of his duties. Snaps all around. Yes, boo. Shula's been known for his notoriously bland play calling that often underutilized Newton's skill set. Replacing him may be the offensive spark we needed for about 5 years now. The best kind of replacement would be someone who could provide Cam with a dynamic up-tempo offense. Something we haven't had since Rob Chudzinski left for the Browns. And he's actually someone the Panthers could take a look at. We know Ron Rivera loves to hire people he's familiar with. The chances he hires a complete unknown is unlikely, to say the least. This predictability is why they call him Riverboat Ron. It's like calling Brett Favre Broadway Brett. But the most likely option is someone Rivera knows very well. Someone he played under for 3 years in San Diego. Someone known for his offensive prowess at times. Someone named Norv Turner. Don't be surprised if you get a notification announcing Norv Turner as our new offensive coordinator. Now this is the NFL, so literally anything can happen. Oprah could be our next offensive coordinator. Heck, if she's running for president, experience is overrated. But if I were a betting guy, I'd put my money on Turner. What a week it has been. Well, that is all we have for you today, Panther Nation. If you like our videos, show us some love and subscribe to them, like them, and share them. And if you don't, you can still do it. It's free. And don't forget to answer our question of the day in the comment section. How do you feel about Mike Shula's firing? And who do you want to replace him? I swear if you say Chip Kelly, I keyed. I will see your beautiful faces soon. Stay blue, my friends.
But you know we just want